want to segue that to you, Mr. Venkatram, because Deloitte does a study on what really impacts women in the workforce. And this is, this is a real statistic. I think it's what, 51% women feel that they have mental health related issues because of just dealing with the pressures that come with work and dealing with stuff at home as well. And that's a reality, and that's an undeniable reality. I want you to take us through what the data is telling us about what's constraining women, what's holding back women in the workforce.
Thank you, Shereen. I think that first, I must really genuinely thank you, because in Deloitte we have a rule of 40-40-20, that 40% men, 40% women.
That you can hold up the mic.
And 20% for the underprivileged. Today, though, I'm privileged to be here with you. If I count myself in the underprivileged, we have the right ratio of representation here. Well, I mean, this is a vexing problem, but it's also the greatest, I think, the opportunity of our times. And let me start at a macro level to say, if I look at India, because we're all here, we're all building businesses here, 400 million millennials in this country, 50% minimum women, that's 200 million millennials. Even if you say we get 50% of that in the workforce, and that's 100 million. It's a staggering number. I'm pretty sure that most of us in this room have an average age which is below 30 as well. I mean, I, for one, in our organization, employ 8,000 women. The vast majority are about 27 to 28 years old. And this is the excitement. And we talked about whether it's the right thing to do. We believe that it's the right business thing to do.
Yeah.
But when we do our surveys, and these are global surveys, this is not an India survey. This is a survey, am I okay or am I?
Yeah, fine.
This is a survey which we did in 30 countries across. And I think it's certainly also due to the pandemic that there was a lot of stress in the system. I also do believe that one of the reasons why this happens, if I look at causal factors, is because when we look at how we deal with women in the workforce, we sometimes forget that they do a hell of a lot of work outside of their work. And during the pandemic, that was particularly, very, very stressful, with the fact that your children were at home. You have a lot of families where people thought it's a woman's job to take care of what happens to the child at home. And therefore, when you look at stress, we look at stress in the workplace to say solve it by not just trying to solve what happens at work. Work-life balance is not just about what happens at work. It's what happens in life. So you've got to look at life as a whole, look at it more holistically. But the real finding we got from the survey is the fact that if you have those evolved organizations who know how to respect the fact that you have to treat your entire workforce, it's not just women, because we're talking about equality here, men and women better. If you have a happier workplace, you get far better results. And of course, in this survey, we surveyed the women, and women who were surveyed who are in these happier organizations said that they were willing to stay with the same organization for more than 5 years. In our services industry, 5 years is like a bonus, right? Because you're spending so much time training people, they build the relationships. If you keep them for 5 years, you've virtually got them for life.